Well, gun violence continues to be a concern not only across the nation, but here in California. And here locally, Bakersfield police say those who aren't allowed to own guns are primarily the ones who are responsible for the rise in gun-related crimes. 23 ABC's Maithili Gubi joins us live in studio with an in-depth breakdown of how many people here locally have been charged with having a gun despite being on a list that prohibits them from doing so. Maithili.
So as of January 1st of 2022, the state database reported nearly 25,000 people being armed, which is having guns, but also being on the prohibited list. Now here in Kern County, the district attorney's office says that nearly 800 people were felons who were charged with having a firearm in their possession.
But gun violence is a problem in our community.
A specific problem is when someone who is convicted of a felony gets a gun illegally and uses it to commit crimes.
Felons in possession of firearms that we've had, and so I think that also plays out in the number of violent crimes that we have had. In 2021, our gang enforcement unit alone seized approximately 400 firearms from individuals that were not allowed to possess them.
According to the 2021 Armed and Prohibited Person System report, which is a way to track people who are not allowed to own guns, about 25,000 people had firearms but were on that list. Agents recovered over 1,400 of those weapons. The Bakersfield Police Department says the majority of gun-related killings here in our community are perpetrated by those who are on that prohibited list.
Or as firearms being used in crimes of violence, well, we had our record year for homicides. The vast majority of homicides are committed with firearms. Those aren't firearms in the hands of responsible gun owners. Those are firearms that are in the hands of people that know they're prohibited from owning those due to prior acts, which are felony law violations.
Looking at charges filed right here in Kern County, in 2021, 44 people were charged with having guns in their possession after committing a misdemeanor that prohibited them from owning guns. Those include certain domestic violence incidents, assault, stalking, and other crimes. That's more than 26 people in 2020, 31 people in 2019, but less than 53 people in 2018.
To individuals that lawfully own firearms, please keep them secure. Most frequently, we find the individuals that aren't allowed to have them, they come from a theft-related offense. So most.
Now taking a look at the trend of people who have been charged with possessing a firearm after committing a felony, it was 498 in 2018. It increased to about 502 in 2019 to nearly 700 in 2020 as well. But then it also was 795, so nearly 800 in 2021. So it's been a steady increase over the years now. Live in studio, I'm Maithili Gubi, 23 ABC, connecting you.